have or what you have achieved, you realise racism does not exclude you. 9 years ago, after joining Little Mix, I had the biggest awakening of my life. When we were filming Wings, we worked with Frank Gatson. He said to me, "You're the black girl, you have to work 10 times harder." Never in my life had someone told me that I would need to work harder because of my race. Later on, what Frank Gatson said made sense. I learned that the dream of being in the biggest girl band in the world came with its flaws and consequences. Consequences such as knowing about the existing underlying racism in the creative industries. You learn to understand you can't be seen to be too loud or too opinionated, otherwise you're deemed a diva or aggressive. My reality is feeling anxious before fan events and signings because I always feel like I'm the least favoured. My reality is constantly feeling like I have to work 10 times harder and longer to mark my place in the group because my talent alone isn't enough. My reality is wanting to see other artists who I know are so talented but will never get the opportunities I have had because to the industry they are not marketable. But they will get behind someone else with the aspects of black culture the world wants to see, but leave behind the aspects they feel make them unmarketable. My reality is all the times I have felt invisible within my group, part of me is fully aware that my experience would have been even harder to cope with had I been dark-skinned. Our reality is no matter how far you think you have come, racism exists. It exists in sports, in the creative industries, in politics and policies, in the streets and in the hearts of racist individuals. We are no longer in a position where we need to be quiet on this matter. So let's all continue to speak up on racism and keep this movement going.
Wow. Yeah, it's just crazy to hear her say all that stuff. So Normani, who is part of Fifth Harmony, commented on Leanne's post saying, "I am you and you are me. I see you, sis."
And Leanne responded, "This is why I've always felt a connection to you. Always here for you, sis." And Normani added, "Love you." Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, go ahead, Keisha.
No, I was going to say it's true. You do have to work 10 times harder if you're a black woman.
Andy Cohen the impact of the ongoing movement on her young family.
My son, Ace, who's 4, was a policeman on career day. And so when my husband was trying to explain to him, what was going on and why everybody was so upset and what was happening with the police, Ace was confused. He was like, "So the police are the bad guys? And Andy, I know you care about us, but you don't have to think about that." You know what I'm saying? That's something that we have to think about for our sons.
The reality star says her 17-year-old daughter Riley also feels passionately about the unfolding events.
She was like, "Okay, I am unfollowing every single friend or person that is non-black who's not speaking up about this, who's not showing that they are an ally with our community."
It's been a mixed bag. There's been some major progress and then there's been some major backsliding. So, we still have to make sure that the protections that should be guaranteed by our Constitution are extended to all of our citizens. That's how it's supposed to work.
Today on Ellen, NBA legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar weighs in on the progress that's been made and the progress that hasn't.
It's so tiresome that black citizens end up dead for no good reason. It started in my life when I was 8 years old, when Emmett Till got killed. That was 1955.
Now more stars are getting involved in the fight for change. Oscar winner Jordan Peele is donating $1 million via his company Monkey Paw Productions to organizations they deem essential to the health and lives of black people, including Black Lives Matter and the Black Emotional and Mental Health Collective. And John Cena is joining the effort to match K-pop group BTS's $1 million donation to BLM. Tweeting he's very happy to join the BTS army in efforts to match BTS's tremendous donation.